Hi all. In this video lecture, we will do some hands-on on object store. So in first part, we learned about theoretical part like what is object store and what all property we have, what all operation we have inside object store. But here we will do some exercise on whatever we learned on first part of this object store. So we'll start from project. So first click, we will create new project. We'll give name as object store app and click on finish. Okay, so now what we will do, first we will go inside add module and we will select this object store module and we'll drop here. Okay, now you can see here object store module added inside this project and we have all the operation what we have seen in first module. So we have clear operation, contain, remove. So we'll start with store. So first what we will do, we will create one key value pair and we will store inside object store. Okay, so for that, actually first what we will do, we will create our REST API and we will expose that REST API as a HTTP API. Okay, so we will use this HTTP listener to expose our API as a REST API. Okay, now what we will do, we will go inside configuration and we'll select localhost and we will use this port only, default port. Let me check. Okay, this one is not available, so what I will do, I will change to 8082. Okay, let me test again. Yeah, this port is available. So now what I will do, I will click on OK and then in path I will use ob1. Okay, maybe obs for store. Okay, so we are done with the configuration of this listener. Now what I will do, I will create two variable. Okay, so inside one variable I will store key and inside another variable I will store value. Okay, so what I will do, I will give variable name as a key and value I will take from query parameter. Okay, so I will pass key value inside query parameter. So how we will take attributes dot query params dot query parameter name. So I'm taking name as a key only, and for value what I will do, okay, better value will set inside, yes, value variable only. Okay, so what I will do, two point zero and then output application JSON. Okay, and then I will create one JSON object where inside value what I will do, I will take value from attributes dot query params dot value. Okay, so I will pass two query parameter, one is key and another one is value. So I will take key value from this attribute and I will set inside key variable and I will create one JSON object and I will take value from value and this JSON object will create and will store inside this value variable. Okay, now what I will do, I will use this object store operation to store my key value pair. Okay, so what all things we need to do, first we need to define key. So key I will take from where's dot key. So I will take this key from variable. Okay, inside value from where I will take where's dot value. Okay, so now we will pass this key and this value to this object store, means we will pass to this object store and we will store inside object store. Now we need to create object store also. So we will click on this plus symbol. Here you can see, if you can remember our first part, so you can see we have multiple property. Okay, so one by one we will configure all the property. So first property, as I told, first property, if we select this persistent, then we are storing our key value pair inside our drive. So even if we will restart our application, our data will be there. If we will uncheck this, then we are storing inside RAM. Okay, so once we will restart our application, our all key value pair will be lost. maximum entry. For now I am taking 100, so maximum we can store 100 key value pair. Then entry TTL. Okay, so entry TTL means how many time my key value pair will be there in object store. So I am setting this as a 15 minute. Okay, now expiration interval. So expiration interval will be after how much interval this expiration thread will run. Okay, so for now I am setting this 5 minute. Okay, so for every 5 minute expiration thread will run, and will check for all key value pair, it will check their time TTL. If any key value pair completed their TTL, this expiration interval will delete that key value pair from object store. And this configuration reference, I am using default object store, so I will not configure anything. Now click on this. Okay, so we are done with this configuration also. Now what I will do, I will run this application. Okay, so let me run this application. Okay, and meanwhile what we will do, we will create our Postman. Okay, so in Postman what will be local host, then port will be 8082, and then path will be OBS. Okay, OBS I am using for this store. And if you want to see, you can come here and you can see every configuration what I using. So OBS is there, and if I will click here, then I will be able to see localhost and port. Okay, fine. Now what I will do, I will go to Postman again, and we need to pass two query parameter also. One is key will be, I am passing k1. Okay, and I need to pass one more query parameter, value. Okay, this one I am passing command. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, so we are done with the configuration of this Postman. So I expose my API as a REST API, and we are expecting two query parameter. One is key, another one is value. So I am passing this, and localhost and port is 8082. Okay, now what I will do, let me see my application deployed. Yeah, deployed successfully. So we will call this. Okay, so we are not getting, and we are getting 200, means we are successfully completed. If you want to do, then we can add something here, like we can add some message in payload, like object store created successfully. So what I will do, I will go to and set payload. Here I will display some message like we will display like send DW 2.0 and output application / JSON, and then message will display, message we will display like object store created successfully. Okay, so let me click on done, and I will deploy it again. Okay, so let me deploy it again. Let me save it. Okay, so we have already created this key value pair. So what I will do, I will create next key k2, and this one kumar2. Okay, let me check deployment is completed or not. Once it will be completed, we will test we will create multiple key value pair. Okay, and then we will create one more application, okay, to retrieve those value. Okay, so let me complete yeah, let it complete. Deployment is still in progress. Okay, once it will deploy, we will able to see deployed kind of thing. Okay, so you can see here application deployed successfully. Now what I will do, I will create one more. Okay, so you can see object store created successfully. So what I will do, I will create one more entry. So till now we are done with, we have created 3 object store with this 3 key value pair. Okay, sorry, we created 3 key value pair. Okay, now what I will do, I will retrieve. So what I will do, I will go to object store and I will select this retrieve one. Okay, so for that again I will expose my API as a REST API, so I will use HTTP listener and I will use same configuration, okay, what I created. And this one I will use OB, and this one for retrieve, so I will use OBR. Okay, so you can put any name, logical name. I am putting OBR. And then again what I will do, I will create one variable to get key value. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will go to set variable, I will drag and drop, and then variable name I will set as key. Okay, and value I will get from attribute. So in attribute I will pass, in query parameter we will pass, so syntax will be attributes dot query params, okay, and then key. Okay, so what I am doing, inside key I am storing this value, and then what I will do, I will select this object store retrieve operation. Okay, I will use this operation. Now I need to pass key. Okay, so what will be my key, where's dot key. So I am using storing this key inside this where's. Okay, I will select fx now. Okay, default value I am putting as a null blank. Okay, now again I need to select object store, so I will use same object store what I have created. Okay, we selected. Now everything is done. After this what will happen, this object store will retrieve, this retrieve operation will go to object store and will check for this key, whatever value it will get, it will respond back. Okay, so we will get inside payload, so we are sending this payload back. Okay, so what I will do, I will save it. Okay, already saved it, so deployment will start, or deployment completed also. So what we can do now, we can test it. So I will create duplicate tab, host and port is same, only path will change, OBR I changed, and inside key value I only need key. Okay, so I will pass this key, so we are getting that related value. So if I will change my keys, for example I am changing key 1, so I am getting Kumar, if you can remember. Okay, now if I will pass key 4, okay, so since we haven't created key value pair for this key, okay, so it will give empty, we are not getting anything from object store. Okay, so if I want to create, so what I will do, first I will create for key 4. Okay, first I need to create object store key value pair inside object store using this OBS. So OBS, when we are using OBS, is part of this listener. Okay, so here I am creating object store. So first I will create, and then if I will retrieve k4, then I will get value. Okay, so in this way we are creating. Okay, now I will use k8. Okay, for example I am using k8. Okay, again k8 is not there, so I will not get any value. So if I want value, so what I will do, first I need to create that key value pair. Okay, so I am creating this key value pair. Now object store created. Now if I will use retrieve k8, now I will get that value. Okay, k8. Okay, so in this module we learned about how to create key value pair using this store operation, and how to retrieve key value pair using this retrieve operation. So we will learn about other operation in next video. Okay, thanks.